This is without a doubt the worst part. Wait a minute, how did we get here? The past few weeks have been pretty bad, and I need to go in. I got company.
Well, guys, we had plans for Sunday morning to go and fix the van. We're going to change the lights, but we ended up here instead. So what happened?
Crohn's. It's my Crohn's disease, is being a butthole. Literally-ish, I guess. And well, as you guys might have noticed in the past few weeks, I haven't been feeling good. It's been kind of a, I don't know, flaring, really flary and not feeling well. And yesterday it was just too much pain, and more likely my Crohn's than the fibro. So we went into the hospital, and I'm still here. They won't let me go home.
Which is good because we want them to take this seriously and check out what's going on.
Yeah. It's just annoying because we had plans and we wanted to get this whole thing done. The car is going to be put into the shop to have the brakes fixed, and before that we wanted to do what we could do. So they're moving me from the ER to the actual IBD or gastro place. A lot of times when they put me in the hospital, they don't have room, so I end up being put in different departments. Last time it was a plastic surgery one. I was very disappointed to not come home with a new nose. This time, however, they're putting me in the right place. And luckily I get my own room, so that's really cool. New room. They're keeping me for a few days. I need to do some tests and some stuff, so, some procedures and things like that. So David's going home to the kiddos.
Yep.
I'm staying here. Life with chronic pain and crap, literally.
I love you.
See you soon. It's not exactly the view that I was hoping for during fall season at all, but I'm trying to make the place cozy-ish. This is without a doubt the worst part of having to do stuff like this. It's been a horrible night of laxatives because I'm doing a gastroscopy endoscopy thing in the morning, hopefully. So just all the nasty stuff that they make you drink is just horrible. And then of course the not sleeping because, yeah. And I'm scheduled to do it, but they still say that they don't know if it's gonna happen. It's just so, I find it so strange that it's like, so they make you drink all this stuff and it tastes nasty. And then you have to drink, like I had like apple juice as well because you need fluids as well. So it's like, I feel really sick to my stomach from drinking so much, but I'm still feeling so dehydrated. And my mouth is all, like when I just want to drink something and I'm not allowed anything. It's what we call a conundrum. On the plus side this time, I really don't like getting probed. I don't think most people do unless they're really into aliens in a weird way. But I managed to get them to agree to sedating me this time. So yay, I can get to be asleep, which is gonna be awesome, hopefully. But I need to shower and get ready for that. Sometimes you gotta have a sense of humor. David packed my can't touch this underwear. Well, I'm done whenever they come, and fingers crossed that it's today and that it's fairly early in the day, because it's no fun to be fasting. But I think I'm going to try to take a nap because I slept horrible last night with all the bathroom stuff. So, fingers crossed it happens. Well, I haven't gotten a time yet. I'm hoping that I get one today. The doctors were in just now, and I think they ordered a ultrasound of my stomach to see what's going on with that pain. And he said that if we don't get a time today, I'm gonna get an IV because they can't have me not hydrated, I guess. But I'm still not allowed to eat or drink, so. It is 1 o'clock. I just got back from a CT scan. And still no time for the colonoscopy, gastroscopy, basically all the cameras every which way, skippy. In other words, no food, nothing to drink yet. I'm really thirsty and I'm really hungry. It is 3:30, still waiting around. They gave me an IV now because I'm still not allowed to eat or drink. I'm so thirsty. No, nothing happened today, so we have to do the laxating stuff again. I feel like I've been such a Karen today, but I'm like, I don't understand. Why do I have to do this? I don't have anything left in me. But after all the back and forth, I'm not 5 years old and I will drink it. But I won't like it. Ugh. They had a car. Yesterday was like one of the weirdest ever. We had all of that stuff going on with the laxatives and the colonoscopy and sedation and all of that not happening, and waiting and waiting and waiting. And then finally last night, after I'd just gone to sleep at like 1:30 or something like that, the nurse came in and was like, oh my God, it's go time. They just called. It's time to go. It's time to go. So middle of the night, time for the sedation, gastroscopy, colonoscopy, thingamajiggy. It was so disorienting. It was nuts. Like, while I originally thought that sleeping through it was going to be so much better, it was worse, which I didn't expect. I think because of the tube, like the intubation tube, because when I woke up, my throat hurt so bad. I was just like crying and shaking. It was horrible. So yeah, in the future, I think I'm gonna opt for not being sedated and instead being given, you know, like something to calm me down, because I do get kind of panicky. So there's some inflammation, big surprise, and apparently I've got some ulcers as well. And they're gonna be checking out some stuff that's been going on with my throat. But it's gonna be nice to kind of have everything figured out and hopefully not have to be here for too much longer. One of the worst things, I think, when it comes to being admitted to the hospital is how boring it is, because it is epically boring. So here are my suggestions of things to bring to the hospital. Bringing your own shampoo and stuff can be really great if you can, and if you have stuff that's not too perfumey, because you're not really allowed perfumey stuff at the hospital. But generally speaking, like lotions and moisturizer are really soothing. I don't know if it's the air or whatever it is in hospitals, but I feel like my lips always get so chapped. So making sure that I have lip balm, chapstick, and some hand lotion really helps that level of comfort. When you're already in the hospital, you're uncomfortable, things hurt, you're not feeling good. So it might seem like a silly little thing, but like just chapstick, making sure that you're moisturized, and having snuggly socks and those things. They're small things, but they make a difference. Reading material. I'm currently rereading The Wheel of Time because it's been like 20 years. Good books, always a good idea. Crafts, something that you enjoy doing to pass the time. And of course, something to write in. And a good pen. It's nothing fancy, but the Stabilo black one here is my favorite all-time pen. Wouldn't be me if I didn't bring my planner, because I need my brain. And seriously, in hospital stays, things tend to bleed together, like the days tend to mush together. I've been here for 5 days now, and it's kind of nice to be able to write down what happened when, so that you kind of keep your brain straight. In regards to keeping your head on straight, it can be really depressing to be in a place like this, especially when you don't know what's going on with your body and you're in pain and things don't feel good. And you're worrying, because there's a lot of worrying going on because you have so much downtime. I always, and I think because I have such an interest in psychology and part of what I do work-wise, enjoy self-reflection and things like that. I got this a few months back, and I've just started using it. It's the Shadow Work Journal, and it is so good in regards to looking inward a little bit and figuring out your own triggers and why you are the way you are. I really recommend it. I love it. I think it's awesome. I do think though, because I mean, as human beings, we're all body, mind, and spirit. And I think that when we come here, when we come to the hospital, we're not feeling good. And the doctor's jobs is dealing with your body and the pain issues that you have. But that's not all of it. So I think that that's why, to me, it's really important to make sure that not just the body's being taken care of when you're in the hospital, but that you have something to keep your mind busy, and that you have something, whether it be something like the Shadow Work Journal, or if it's your Bible or a devotional or something to take care of your spirit as well. I do feel very basic today. this entire week. My nails are they're just basic. Obviously, I'm not doing my nails in the hospital this time, but I did bring some cuticle oil and a file. Snuggle socks are a must. I think having your own stuff is huge because hospital things are not the most fashionable or comfortable. I get to go home. David's on his way to come pick me up, and the doctor's gonna come and give me instructions for my new medications and things. But I'm so excited to get to go home and see the kids. Now that I actually get to eat as well, I ordered something fun for lunch. Lasagna never looked so good. Or chocolate mousse. And carbonated water. It looked like the most amazing thing at the time. Now I'm like, that looks like hospital food. But I mean, I hadn't eaten in days. Oh my God. Nothing says celebration as much as chocolate. It is really good. You know you've really been bored when you've been imagining Mary Poppins and chimney sweeps dancing on the rooftops outside your hospital window.
Anyone that wants to go home? Is it you?
Me! Well, I am home now. It's been a really bizarre month in so many ways. I spent 5 days in the hospital, and then after that, because I do have multiple diagnoses, it's not just the Crohn's, my fibro was like, I want to come play too. So I came home from the hospital and I went back to work like a day or two, and then I was just like, yeah, not fun. So I was out cold for another week or so. But I think that is one of the things that is the most frustrating about having more than just one diagnosis, whatever. Because there are so many different people in play. On the one hand, there's the gastro people for my Crohn's, and those are a specific set of doctors, and they go, oh, we're looking into this part of your body. And then on the other hand, you have the rheumatology people that are taking care of a different diagnosis that I have with with my joints and things like that. And then on the other hand, there's the fibro stuff, which is also like jointy stuff, like achy stuff, and figuring out which one is it that's acting up now is really difficult. And especially when all of those doctors and the different departments don't talk to each other. And I am really, really grateful that I live in a country where we have healthcare that is so good. But on the other hand, it is difficult, and you do realize that there's still a lot of really crappy attitude going on when it comes to people with fibromyalgia, whether you have other things or not. And that's not cool, man. It's not. Also, I just have to say, if you are a doctor, don't roll your eyes at the patient in front of them. We're not blind, we're just in pain. On one hand, it's like I don't want to be like all, ooh, I'm triggered and stuff like that. But there was one point when I had a nurse come down and was like, I mentioned something like, oh, well, this hurts, but that might be my fibro. And he goes, we used to call fibro patients before. We used to call them SVBK, sveda, värk och brännkärringar, which literally translates to basically, oh my gosh, everything hurts. So, that doesn't really feel like you're treating me with respect as a patient. And it's not okay. You don't talk to people like that. No, but I think that there are doctors that really connect with people. And then there are some that maybe are more clinically inclined and don't have the best bedside manner. But I'm really grateful for all the people that were there that helped me and that shared compassion and things like that. Because there's always good people. Anyway, I hope that you guys had a great week. And I'll see you guys back here next week. We've got a little bit of fun stuff going into spooky season.